Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, Being Mortal, a creation by Atul Gawande. Being Mortal, 2014, guides readers through the delicate topic of death, offering insights into both the strengths and weaknesses of our society's handling of end-of-life issues. This book also teaches ways to confront mortality, allowing individuals to optimize the time they have left to live. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Atul Gawande, a doctor, author, researcher, and professor at the Harvard School of Public Health, has authored 2 additional books, Complications, 2007, and The Checklist Manifesto, 2011. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text discusses the idea of mortality and the inevitability of death for every individual. It suggests that everyone will have to come to terms with this reality and adjust their mindset accordingly. The text discusses the inevitability of death and the need to address it. It mentions that advances in medicine prolong our lives, but also prolong the process of dying. It emphasizes the importance of dignity in facing death and the need for more humane care homes. It suggests that considering death now will make the dying process easier in the future. Key idea number 1. Old age and disease can lead to a decline in independence, resulting in the need to rely on family, medicine, and social programs. As we age, our bodies deteriorate and become more prone to injury and disease. The process of aging makes it harder to maintain an independent lifestyle, and eventually we may need permanent help from family or medical professionals. It is important to talk about death and dying and find ways to make the experience less painful. Key idea number 2. Aging and dying are happening more frequently in hospitals and medical institutions. Modern medicine has allowed people to live longer, resulting in an increase in the percentage of elderly people in the population. Previously, families would take care of their elderly relatives at home, but now doctors and nurses provide the care instead. The majority of deaths now occur in hospitals or care homes due to families being more spread out and unable to provide full-time care. These institutions provide adequate medical care, but may not fully understand the emotional needs of those at the end of their lives. Key idea number 3. Maintaining control over our lives is important, even in old age and sickness. As we age, complete independence becomes difficult, but we still want to maintain autonomy and purpose in our lives. Daily pleasures and relationships become more important. Medical institutions often fail to meet the emotional needs of the elderly, contributing to the fear of old age. Key idea number 4. Medical institutions and doctors don't adequately address the needs of the elderly and dying, leading to a loss of their independence. Old age homes often suffer from boredom and loneliness as residents are subject to regimented routines and a lack of autonomy. Caregivers sometimes make decisions for residents instead of assisting them in making their own choices. While these homes provide basic medical care, they often fail to make residents feel appreciated or at home. Understaffing is a common issue, as there is a shortage of doctors specializing in geriatric care. The only alternative to institutionalized neglect is family, but managing the care of the elderly or sick can be challenging. Key idea number 5. We prioritize treatments that prolong our lifespan, even if they decrease our quality of life. Key points. 25% of U.S. healthcare costs are spent on treating people in their final year of life, even though they make up only 5% of all patients. Many treatments in this stage are futile attempts to prolong life. Patients and doctors often have unrealistic hopes for a miracle cure. Doctors may not effectively communicate the terminal nature of illnesses. Patients often choose aggressive treatments with harmful side effects in the hope of more time. quality of life is more important than extending life. Terminally ill patients who choose to stop intensive treatment have a higher quality of life in their final weeks compared to those who continue aggressive treatment. Terminal illnesses raise difficult questions about when to fight, when to give up, and how to have a better death. Key idea number 6. It is important for society to address the challenges of aging and death in order to maintain our independence and sense of meaning. Modern society's medical care fails to meet the needs of those facing death. Assisted living provides an alternative model for end-of-life care, allowing autonomy and compassionate help. Nursing homes can also improve by creating a home-like environment involving animals and gardening. Hospice services should focus on helping people live fulfilling lives before they pass. Honest communication with doctors and family about wants and needs is crucial. Key idea number 7. Doctors should improve their communication and support for individuals nearing the end of life. The doctor-patient relationship can be complex, especially for terminally ill patients. Doctors should provide gentle guidance to help patients make the most of their lives. This involves providing all necessary information, discussing available options, and understanding what matters most to the patient. In extreme cases, doctors should be able to assist patients in dying. Although this topic is highly controversial, discussing it can help patients prioritize their needs. It is crucial for doctors to improve their listening and communication skills to meet patients' needs. Key idea number 8. The importance of families discussing age, illness, and death in a realistic manner before it becomes too late. Discussing questions about old age, illness, and mortality openly with family and friends is important. By considering things like what will be important in our final hours and what makes life worth living, we can gain clarity on what we want from old age and how we want to leave this life. These conversations become especially important when others have to make decisions for us. Confronting our mortality empowers youth to feel like the authors of our own lives and choose our dying role. By openly confronting old age, disease, and death, we can make the experience less painful and find meaning and purpose in it. In conclusion, preparing for our inevitable death is important and involves reflecting on our values and sharing them with others. It is also important to make life in the nursing home more fulfilling. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.